So, right now in this world, there's an attack on truth. I would say that most Christians, most believers, really understand that God is love and that God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten Son, and that Jesus wants us to love the Lord with all our heart, soul, strength, and mind. And he wants us to love our neighbors as ourselves. And love is important, no doubt, no doubt. And I think that when a lot of these verses about love from the New Testament, especially, were written down by the Apostle John. I mean, John would even, some people might even refer to him as like the, the apostle of love, or, you know, he refers to himself as the one, the apostle whom Jesus loved. And so love is important and love is essential. At the same time, so is truth. In fact, the New Testament writer who wrote the most about truth was John. And truth has been under attack since the very beginning when Satan asked Eve, "Did God really say?" And he does that to us all the time. And this world has even really taken his baton and carried that for us. And so that way we're always being asked, is that what the Bible really says? Did God really mean that? And to an extent, you should wonder and question. But when you read it for yourself in the Bible, then you should know that yes, God really did say something that he said. And that's really important. And Jesus himself goes along with this. So when we're looking at these things and we're trying to consider what to do, how to take all this in, again, let's turn to the Bible and let's find out what the Bible has to say. And we get this, that by this we know love, that he laid his life down for us. That's how we know love. And we ought to lay down our lives for our brothers. Okay, now the brothers here, the word is adelphoi, which sort of like, if in Spanish you'd say hermanos. Now hermanos could mean brothers or could mean siblings. Same deal with adelphoi. But if anyone has the world's goods and sees his brother in need, and yet closes his heart against him, how does God's love abide in him? So we see this, and if you see a need, you act on it, and like, okay, well, yeah, love is important again. Little children, let us not love in word or talk, but in deed and in truth. God points us out through the Apostle John that truth matters. And by this we shall know that we are of the truth and reassure our heart before him. For whenever our heart condemns us, God is greater than our heart and he knows everything. Beloved, if our heart does not condemn us, we have confidence before God. So there is truth. And God is speaking that truth to us. And he convicts us through his Holy Spirit, convicts us to follow the truth, to stay in the truth. Not your truth, not my truth, but the only truth that really matters is the truth, God's truth. God is unchanging. He has established it. He is the designer, the architect of this universe. He knows the truth, and he is the best authority for us to find this. And when that works in us, that is when we're going to produce those good actions that we want to do. Furthermore, Jesus said, speaking of himself, I am the way, the truth, and the life. Again, no one comes to the Father except through me. Again, Jesus, he is the truth, not a truth, not saying this is my truth, not, hey, this is the truth, this is some people's truth. No, he's the truth. That definite article matters. So, again, from the writings of John. And one more time. So Jesus said to the Jews who had believed him, this is John chapter 8, verses 31 32, if you abide in my word, you are truly my disciples, and you will know the truth, and the truth will set you free. And there's people love verse 32, especially the second half, that the truth will set you free. Yes, it will. But you need to know what the truth is. And that is our call as Christian disciples, the disciples of Christ. We are called to know the truth. So we need to know the truth so that the truth can set us free. And how are we going to know the truth? If we abide in the Word. You need to be studying the Word. You need to be reading this stuff to know what's going on. So that way, when the world presents you with all sorts of craziness, that you will be truly disciples. Okay? So when you're hearing everything going on around you, and you're hearing these contradictions, these things, and you're like something's stirring inside of you, okay? Check it. Is that the Spirit? Well, how am I going to know? You need to be in your Word, okay? Get in the Word. Study the Word. Get deeper. Grow, okay? Put down the phone for a second and go read the Bible. Study it and learn what the truth is. And then you will know the truth. If you're disciples, you will study and you will follow him. Then you will know the truth. Then the truth will set you free, so you don't have to worry about this world anymore.